welcome to the show. You're watching Heads Up. And today, the focus is going to be on women and the inevitable breaks that punctuate their career graphs. Whether it's childbirth, elder care, or simply taking a long break to study, most women cannot ignore their career breaks, and in most ways, this is a defining moment in every working woman's life.
So how do you plan your career break? How do you ensure that you don't have to start from the scratch once you decide to get back into the game? We got talking to a few remarkable women on how career break affected them and just what gave them the confidence to bounce back to work. Take a look. Misha Bhatia, an HR professional with over 4 years of experience working in a media education company, had certain tough decisions to make once she got married. Faced with family commitments and demands on her time, she decided, like many other women across the country, to take a career break. But what makes Misha's experience so unique is that she decided to utilize her career break to improve upon her skills.
I am currently pursuing a course which is into HR, Performance Management System, from HRDC. It's a distance learning program. So, it will help me as well as it will fill my gap.
Like Misha, many women look for an opportunity to pick up the threads of their career right where they left them before the break. While some jobs you can pick up from where you left them, others not so much. Take Naina for instance. After working as a sales executive in a top firm, Naina had to take a break from work to focus on starting a family. While Naina is now back to work, things are not the same as before.
For a career woman who is 24 hours on working, now suddenly have to take a change, and then you have to adapt to an environment which is difficult. Where I used to travel, now I cannot travel very far, and you have to adjust the time in according to your kid. It was a little difficult.
But that hasn't bogged her down. Apart from now freelancing as an HR consultant, she also keeps herself engaged in activities like taking classes in phonics and drawing for children. Her key motivation is that it enables her to have more time on her hands.
You need to know how much time you have to give to this particular assignment, and then how to bounce and do the other things. Because when you're doing it the same day, when you're into HR, you're totally in HR role. And then when you're a teacher, you have to be a teacher's role. And then you have to again go to a mother, then you have to adapt to that motherhood. So it's all three mixture, but it's fun. Sometimes it's strenuous, you feel very strained, drained out, but in the end, you feel very relaxed and satisfied.
Naina is among many other women who have taken a break and turned to entrepreneurship. While Misha and Naina are two women who are managing their career breaks and the transition successfully, not everyone's experiences have been as great, and the reasons for that vary.
Despite the career break, experts say that the reason for women not progressing up the career ladder goes much deeper.
There are organizations which have extremely enabling policies, but managers who have their own biases which prevent them from implementing the policies. There is already in the allocation of the roles to the women who return, where you provide them with those soft roles, where the consequence to the organization is not significantly high.
But this organizational behavior is not true of all corporates in the country. Plenty of companies, small and big, have today also recognized that women are the immense talent pool who get lost in transition while on a career break.
In one of our businesses, which was more consumer facing, we realized that most of the decisions around the products were taken by women. So 95 to 98% decisions were taken by women. They were our customers. But when we went back to the table and really looked at who are the individuals who were designing those products or selling those products, they were men. It's not just getting different sets of people, but it's about getting diversity of thoughts, which is important for us to meet the requirements of our customers.
Arioli Arumugam is a good example of this talent pool companies miss thanks to the career pause.
My son, who was 6 months old, and once he started crawling, at that time we did not have any domestic support at home and not many agencies to babysit. And I had to do two roles at the same time, being a project leader and a mother of an infant. Shifting from a homemaker role to a working mother actually needs a lot of adjustments from the expectations of the family members.
But Arioli did not have to worry for too long. This electronics and communications engineer is today the analytics team leader at GE Aviation, all thanks to Restart, a returnship program from GE for women technologists. Not only does Restart equip them with essential skills to get hired, they also claim to have created a support system for them.
So it's no more, do a carpet bombing and everyone goes through the same kind of workshops. For every individual, we have targeted workshops. We create an individual development plan. We also have regular touch points with them. So at an interval of, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, meet up with them and learn how it is going. What should we do differently?
From GE's Restart program to the Tata Group's second career internship program, Goldman Sachs and Accenture's returnship programs, options for women to get back into their high-flying corporate careers are plenty. Experts say women can also take matters into their own hands.
Please retain your networks when you take break for whatever reasons. Today I think there is enough that is available on the digital media to keep digital content to keep yourself abreast. Enroll on courses, keep reading. Look at what kind of opportunities can you ask the organization to create for you.
And now from women who decided to take career breaks and get back onto the corporate ladder, we move on to the story of two women who took a different route to pursuing their career. Instead of going back to the corporate way of life, they decided to start up. Here's their story.
Diksha and Soumya, friends, classmates and now colleagues, have had dream corporate careers. They used to work with the best of the best in the ad film industry and have had over a decade's experience between them in the industry. But all that changed for both of them with marriage and the inevitable career break.
We had a good 7-8 year career before we realized that at some level we do not see the end result and the way that we visualize, and we've been restless to start something on our own, something that would help us see our vision actually getting in front of our eyes as a work. We also wanted a certain kind of a job that will do justice to our qualifications, that would do justice to our expertise, which I would say was difficult.
And just like that, they turned their career break in on its head. After identifying their clear passion for food, they dived headlong into entrepreneurship.
We got together and both of us are great foodies. Our common love for food has been there always. And we hail from foodie families where we've been used to pickles that's homemade, papad that's homemade, masalas are homemade. And we kind of cook fresh meals all 3 times. So that's how our food is like an integral part of our living. So that's how we chanced upon the idea that these days everybody just picks up ready-to-eat food products without actually seeing what the label screams. And when you actually turn a label and look, you'll be surprised that the ingredients are just about 50% and the rest are just chemicals to ensure that it elongates its shelf life. So that's how we chanced upon Food Tribe. The common drive being love for good food, fresh food that's not got any chemicals and made with ingredients found in your kitchen.
The startup based out of Bangalore is essentially an online platform for home chefs and food artisans to sell products from a very niche category: preservative and chemical-free food products.
We typically deliver all our products within 24-36 hours cycle. 90% of our orders are delivered on the same, it's delivered within 3 to 5 days. So once the vendor gets the order product notification, there's a schedule that's created to pick up the products, and it's once the products are picked up, it's delivered on the same day to the customer.
While they initially went door to door to get home chefs on board, they now have a subscription option that allows artisans to register. To ensure that their business is a success, they have a novel way of ensuring food quality. Moreover, the startup holds no food inventory.
The challenges were plenty. The first part is that we needed to get used to the idea of working hard without actually getting a salary at the end of the month. You need to ensure that there'll be days when you'll just be working 1 hour, you don't know what to do, there's no work, and there are days when you're working 16 to 18 hours and the results are not immediate. Patience is definitely the name of the game when it comes to entrepreneurship. Technology was another thing. Both of us don't come from technology backgrounds. To ensure that we get the right vendor to put up our platform and to ensure that it's a seamless integration for the user as well as for us in the back end was another technological challenge that we faced.
Food Tribe currently has over 35 home chefs or vendors on board their platform in just a year of its operations in Bangalore city alone. While all listings are free, they monetize on per item sold by vendors.
We are in the process of revamping our website. Also, we are looking at an app. We are hoping to expand to other cities. And we are also looking at expanding our vendor base largely also because we're looking at getting in some small and medium enterprises which are in the same field, specializing in preservative-free food.
That was the story of Soumya and Diksha and their startup Food Tribe. Now, how do you plan financially for your career break? We get you that on the other side.